edition of Radio Plus Sports. Radio Plus Sports.
With 5 seconds left to go, trying down the right side, throwing it up, and he got it! Good ball movement, Cale Peterson, up and under and in.
And Gracie Gopalin puts it up, puts it in, gets knocked to the floor and to the free throw line.
Madigan dumps it for Vandenberg, tries her way over Gopalin. There's a 3-ball, that one's good. Harder has her, they switch on the screen. Stay with her, here's Keel inside the paint and scores.
It's a lot of contact there.
Peterson with a college three-point shot.
Yes.
Broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic,
Bondi Family Dental, Baker Cheese, Right Way Home Improvement,
Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive,
Taco Bell, Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal Oil and Propane,
Pioneer Pit Stop, The Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch,
National Exchange Bank and Trust, LK Interior Systems, Silica for your home,
Radom & Stone Landscape, the offices of Everson and Gibbs, Bob's Pizza,
AirTech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal,
Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Canberra Casino,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Marchant Schmidt, New Medical Center, Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly, DDS,
Condex Corporation, Fox Valley Savings Bank, BCI Burke, Marian University.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com. Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good Saturday evening to you. Glad to have you along here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Jordan King with you as the St. Mary's Springs Academy Ledgers host the Oakfield Oaks here for boys basketball non-conference action. Oakfield out of the Trailways East Conference, 5-5 in conference, 12-6 overall record this season. Springs 11-1 leading the Flyway. Big win last night, 94-78 over the Mayville Cardinals. Tough place to go play, and the Springs was able to go down there and get the win over the Cards. So Hutter Gymnasium up here on the ledge is the location for this evening's game. 17-2 on the season for the Ledgers, has them squarely placed in the top 5. They're number 4 in this week's rankings in the Division 4 state rankings on WisSports.net. And it'll be kind of interesting to see how it shakes out. 1 and 2 up there is St. Mary's Catholic and Howard's Grove. Those two teams played yesterday, and St. Mary Catholic was able to get the win. So that some names that could be potential opponents for the Ledgers, and in fact, both of them will likely be opponents for them in a postseason run should they make a trip sectional semifinal. So tonight it's the Ledgers and the Oaks. And today's game brought to you by these Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Robert Bruce, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. We're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we're going to start off the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. The Ledgers JV1s having no issues here in this game, up by about 55. We're going to come back. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. That's next on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Hi, my name is Jim Dryfrist. I am one of the owners of Dufresne Moving and Storage. My grandfather started the business in 1931 with horse and wagon, and now we're a 4th-generation company and have everything from Sprinter vans to 53-foot semis. We service the local community for both residential and commercial products.
Hi, my name is Craig. I do the estimating for Dufresne Moving and Storage. I will come into the home, take a look at what you want us to move. We do all 48 states. We also do local, and I will give you the estimate before I leave. Whether it's commercial or residential, you'll have a ballpark idea of what the move will cost. We also offer short-term storage with our storage on truck option. We also have long-term storage with our climate-controlled vault system. One of the unique characteristics of Dufresne is we have a dedicated permanent staff that's willing to go that extra mile for you. Call the office, the girls set me up with an estimate, and I'll be knocking on your door.
Winfield Homes is a locally owned custom home building company of over 25 years that prides itself on great service, high quality, and providing the best building experience possible. Owners Jim Boudry and Jason Zellner are there for you every step of the way to ensure that your new home is built just the way you've dreamed it to be. With the same passion that they have for their clients' homes, Jim and Jason are proud supporters of and are personally involved in youth sports programs and are truly committed to their success. Winfield Homes wishes you all the best of luck this season.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson and Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson and Gibbs are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005, practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call Everson and Gibbs at 920-922-7113 or go to eversonandgibbs.com.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium. Glad to have you along this evening. Jordan King with you here on RP Video Sports. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. And coming up in just a couple of minutes, we'll have the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. Caught up with Coach Krieger a little bit earlier on this evening and talked a little bit about the night. And part of tonight is the Springs and Oaks having to go back-to-back. And one of the things you'll hear in that interview is Coach Krieger kind of calling this week like a replica of a regional week. You play Tuesday, you play Friday, you play Saturday, and that's what it's going to look like. I mean, obviously the Ledgers hope and have built a resume that you would expect would have them get that first-round bye out of that Tuesday contest. But nonetheless, this is what a regional week looks like. Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and how do you deal with those back-to-back games? And that was kind of an interesting. You'll hear more about that in the Coach's Smile interview coming up in just a second. But the Ledgers, they're a balanced attack, and that's what makes them so dangerous as you look at them about 1-8. And their offensive output is incredible. And this is a team that over about the last 4 or 5 games has averaged north of 90 points, low to mid 90s, which is some eye-popping numbers at the varsity level. And this is an eye-popping team when you look right at it. You got the leader of the group, Lucas Ramaker, the 6'4", 185-pound senior. He's going to start for the Ledgers as he has all season long. One of the 3 captains, averages nearly 17 points per game and 6.5 boards per game. And over the course of probably the last 2 or 3 weeks, he's really turned it on. He's had several 20-plus point outings, including that 106-point outburst that Springs had a couple of weeks ago against WLA. Ramaker was the leading scorer that night as the Springs hit 18 threes in that contest. Otherwise, you look at Sam Kuhn, 14.3 points per game, and Gavin Jans, 13.2 points per game. Your 3 captains are the 3 leaders for Springs so far this season, Ramaker, Kuhn, and Jans. But the role players, I say role players, kind of rolling my eyes in air quotes, because Josiah Mowell, Noah Mowell, John Kuhn, these are all guys that on their night can be the leading scorer for Springs. And I think that's what makes them such a tough matchup, is whose night is it going to be tonight? It's impossible to predict, and it's very difficult to try to stop. And every team in the Flyway Conference has figured that out, and pretty much every team that Springs has played so far this season has figured out what a tough matchup they are on the defensive side of the floor. For Oakfield, we'll get to them in depth a little bit later on in this pregame show. But just on the surface, 12-6, as I mentioned earlier. They average 54.5 points per game. So the pace is kind of going to be something to watch here. Springs wants to get out and run. They've averaged quite a lot of points over the last couple of games. And on the season, they're averaging 85.5 points per game, which has to be one of the highest marks in the state in terms of offensive output. So certainly Oakfield does not want to get into that kind of game with Springs. But we'll see how the pace, kind of which battle of wills kind of wins in that one. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, and we're back with more after this.
Primary responsibility of a community bank is to support the community. And as we look to support the community, there are different venues that we can provide support. We donate to one scholarship every year. That's a renewable 4-year scholarship for local students. They have to have some tie to the bank, so they're a client, their parents or their grandparents are a client of the bank. And then we try to tie our other giving and our other donations back to things that mean a lot to our community. You know, the youth sports, right? We support youth sports in all of our communities, sponsoring teams, booster clubs, and then really supporting the schools with some PTO activities where we'll donate to the PTOs as they need. We help sponsor a new playground for one of the schools in Fond du Lac. There's different things that we've done, and I look forward to our ability as we grow to be able to increase that exposure and that opportunity for us to give back to the communities.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit bakercheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch. Mmm.
Welcome back here on the Integrity Saw into a pregame show, and now the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview here with Springs coach Kyle Krieger. And coach, couple of slip-ups middle of the season, but the last couple of weeks, you guys have, at least on paper, certainly seem to be clicking on all cylinders or close to.
Yeah, definitely offensively. I think in our last 8 games, we're averaging 94 points a game and 10 threes a game, and we're shooting about 50% from 3. So offensively for sure. Last night at Mayville, we didn't have our best defensive game, for whatever reason, and we still have room for improvement on the defensive end, but our intensity and the way we're playing, as hard as we're playing, is definitely there.
Is there anything you attribute that to this late in the season, or just, I know you were getting some guys healthy and that was part of it, but what do you attribute that to?
Well, the core of our guys have put in a ton of time. They're here every day, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. before school starts on their own. I open the gym for them. They're working hard in practice. They're very coachable kids. And they are totally bought into what we're doing. And they're, more importantly, they're totally bought into each other. This might be the closest team that we've had in years, if not forever. And, they're just all there. And you can tell that just by watching us play, how they share the ball. And they know if they pass it, they're going to get it back. And, our motto is get the ball to the open guy. And they seem to do that almost all the time.
You've filled the schedule up here. You've played St. Mary Catholic. You've played Northridge Prep. You played in the border battle. Some of these Trailways conference. That's a pretty good conference, as you kind of referenced with Oakfield, 12-6 overall and 5-5 in the conference. That's a tough conference, and it kind of makes sense geographically too. Yeah. What are the challenges that Oakfield presents?
Well, one, we don't have a ton of familiarity with them. And we did prepare for them back whenever that was, before Christmas, and then I forget, we got snowed out or whatever. So honestly, I've looked at scores, but I haven't paid attention to Oakfield much at all. But they have, similar to us, they're going to have four shooters that are all over 33%, shooting from the arc, which is what we do. We play a faster tempo than they do. We might be a little bit deeper, but Coach Colleen does a nice job with their motion offense and their defense as well. So, they don't know us inside and out. We don't know them inside and out, but we know enough about each other. So, that's what we're kind of looking forward to is, it's like when you get to playoffs, you hate being matched up against conference teams that know every in and out. Sure. So you get to that non-conference schedule where you only play each other once a year, and I think guys can pretty much just go out there and play. You're not worried too much about the scouting report. You're worried about following our concepts offensively, defensively, and, being able to react on the fly a little bit.
Couple more questions here. Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview here with Coach Krieger from St. Mary Springs Academy. And, Coach, you got about a week-ish left to, improve, dust off the resume a little bit for the computers to spit out whatever they do. How big of a week is this in terms of just making sure there's no slip-ups before the final seedings come out?
Yeah, and, I can't predict if there's going to be a slip-up or not, right? We hope like heck there's not. If you would, the way we've always approached it, if you would ask any one of our guys right now, what's the biggest game on the schedule, they would say tonight's Oakfield game. If you would ask them on Monday, they're going to say Waupun on Tuesday. So they are, we've always taken it one game at a time. I'm not looking at the seeding. I'm kind of lying there, but we're going to end up being a 3 seed, I think, because St. Mary Catholic and Howard's Grove split. They're going to be 1 and 2 unless there's something fluky. Maybe we can get up into the 2 seed, but to accomplish our goals, one is a conference title and then regional, sectional, state. We're going to have to beat the best team that's in front of us. So tonight we're worried about Oakfield. On Monday we're going to worry about Waupun, and then on Thursday we're going to worry about Lemira.
Maybe this is just me making too much out of it. Is there anything to this late in the season, maybe the back-to-back? You had Mayville last night. That's a tough game on the road. Coming here tonight to Oakfield. Is it going to be interesting or nice to see how your team responds to that? Because come postseason, you're probably going to be asked to do that.
So one of the big notes on the board today is this is regional week. Hopefully we get a bye, right? We don't have to play on Tuesday, but typical regional week is Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. The Oaks played last night too, so we're both going to be, heavy-legged or whatever. But that's what we're going to have to do in a couple weeks to get where we want to go. And, you might be tired, but suck it up. We got a bunch of seniors here that are playing their last season of high school basketball, right? And we have 4 regular season games and 1 playoff game for sure. So, you just got to put it in big perspective, and you don't want it to end early.
For sure. Last question. I'm gonna keep it simple here. They call it the Coach's Smile interview. So I'll just ask you, Coach Krieger, after 40 minutes or 38 minutes tonight, 36 minutes, whatever it is, what's going to make you smile at the end of the night?
Well, just a win. Hopefully we play well, of course, but just watching a college game this afternoon, Concordia of Wisconsin, and they're recruiting some of our guys, and they won hitting 2 free throws with 4.5 seconds left. It doesn't matter if you win pretty. It doesn't matter if you win ugly. You're just trying to stack wins. So I'll smile at the end of the night if we win.
Perfect. Coach, well said. Thank you for your time. Appreciate that, and best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks.
There you go. That's Coach Kyle Krieger, and Jordan King will be right back with more Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show roll.
Is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at IntegritySaw.com. That's IntegritySaw.com.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Glad to have you back this evening. Radio Plus Info Sports. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show rolls on. That was your Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview with Coach Krieger. Fondy Family Dental is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. schedule an appointment today. I thought that was a fascinating chat with Coach Krieger. Always willing to do that, and appreciate him taking some time during that JV1 game to sit down and record that with us, and some good insights there on a season that has progressed well for the Ledgers over the course of the season, and they got to like where they're sitting right now. Obviously not perfect. It never is, or at least it very rarely is. But they are playing some of their best basketball of the season, at least on the offensive side of the floor, as you heard there from Coach Krieger. Let's take a look at the Oakfield Oaks. 12-6, as I mentioned in the open. Last night they played Dodgeland, 61-40 win for Oakfield, their fifth Trailways East Conference win. With that win over Dodgeland. And they're leading 5 scorers so far this season. Sophomore Mitchell Moser, sophomore Davis Dirks are their 2 leading scorers. And then a couple of seniors and a junior. Bailey Shep is the junior, averages 8.9 points per game. Luke Bile, 9.8 points per game. And then rounding out that top 5 is Lucas Meredith with 5 for the Oakfield Oaks. And, we kind of mentioned there in that interview talking about the Trailways East, Oakfield's a pretty solid team. They played toe-to-toe with WLA out of the Flyway earlier this year. They've had a pretty good season. They're well coached, as Coach Krieger said, but you got to contend with the likes of CWC, Wayland, and Lourdes at the top of that Trailways East Conference, and that's why their conference record looks the way that it does. 5 of their 6 losses on the season are coming in the league play, when you got to play teams like I mentioned, CWC and Wayland are tough teams to try to get anything from. So there you go. That is Oakfield. Let's move on here in the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show to the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain, see Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer and Bauer Chiropractic voted Fond du Lac's favorite chiropractor in a recent Reader's Choice poll. And the only 2 players that are not in uniforms that are in street clothes on either roster. Number 3, Hunter Sabel, the junior for Oakfield, and for the Ledgers, number 14, Max Bauer, the 6'1 junior for the Ledgers. Those are the only 2 players that will not suit up for these 2 squads here tonight. We're going to take another timeout, couple minutes, come back with more, finish out the pregame show, and tell you a little bit more about this matchup between the Oaks and the Ledgers coming up next. Stay with us on RadioPlusInfo.com.
A new career path awaits you. Spectrum is hiring in your area and offering a starting wage of $20 an hour. Whether you're looking to help customers, share knowledge, make connections, or enjoy uncapped earning potential, there's a spot for you at Spectrum, the nation's fastest growing internet, TV, and mobile provider. Plus, get paid on the job training, affordable health care coverage, market-leading savings plan, and complimentary Spectrum services. Visit jobs.spectrum.com today.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Elistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 68 North Main Street. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium. Glad to have you along. Jordan King with you here on RadioPlusInfo.com. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. You know, their second loss of the season, the responses after both losses were good. Springs knew St. Mary Catholic was going to be one of the best teams in the state preseason, as the Ledgers were, as Howard's Grove was. It was kind of like the big three that were expected to be the cream of the crop here in this division. So they knew that was going to be a tough game. Maybe you dropped that one. But after they got upset by Campbellsport at Campbellsport, where they lost by 6, a 62-56 game, 56 points that Springs scored in that game. Since then, it has been an all-out offensive onslaught against their opponents. Their lowest scoring output since that game was 74 points. That was at a very, very tough Kiel team. And their average over an 8-game span is an eye-popping 94.25 points. 94.25 over the course of an 8-game span is an unbelievable offensive production output for Springs. So there you go. If you like fireworks, this is an offense you want to watch. So dangerous at so many different positions, and we'll see if they can continue the offensive efficiency here tonight against the Oakfield Oaks. We're going to take a timeout as we got anthem and starters here. We'll come back, tell you about the starters as we continue on with the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Step aside for the anthem. Come back with more after this. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
All that melty cheese you crave with double the steak is back at Taco Bell. The double steak grilled cheese burrito.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot. American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tegla Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops just for your space. And buying direct saves you money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Condex Corporation in Lomira is a proud manufacturer of cutting parts for the agriculture and lawn and turf industry. Condex is currently looking to add to their second and third shifts in various roles: assembler, machine operator, and CNC operator. See for yourself what it's like to work in a company that's focused on innovation and continuous improvement. Condex offers a great work environment, including a climate-controlled manufacturing facility. Condex Corporation, 1500 Technology Drive in Lomira. Apply online today at Condex.com.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, glad to have you along with us. Appreciate you joining us. Jordan King with you. And we have the starting lineups being introduced. We'll introduce you to them as well as they come through. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. The Baker Cheese starting lineups. Start your new career at Baker Cheese today. Visit bakercheese.com. That's bakercheese.com to find out how you can apply today. Starters for the Oaks. Number 12, Davis Dirks. Number 13, Luke Bile. Number 23 is Lucas Meredith. Number 2 is Mitchell Moser. And number 4 is Bailey Shep. The starters for Oakfield. For St. Mary's Springs, number 1, Josiah Mowell. Number 5, Lucas Ramaker. Number 21, Noah Mowell. Number 23, Gavin Jans. And Number 20, I believe, John Kuhn. I'm sorry, I got blocked out there from the final ledger in the starting lineup Sam Kuhn for the Ledgers. Excuse me. So let's try that again. Josiah Mowell, Lucas Ramaker, Sam Kuhn, Noah Mowell, and Gavin Jans. Those are the Baker Cheese starting lineups for the Ledgers and the Oaks. Once again, for the Oaks, number 2, Moser, 4, Shep, 12, Dirks, 13, Bile, 23, Meredith. For the Ledgers, 1, Mowell, 5, Ramaker, 13, Kuhn, 21, Mowell, and 23, Gavin Jans. Moving on here, we're just about to experience the Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off as we close the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today. Contact Right Way Home Improvement for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999, or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That is rightwaybuilt.com. And the tip is won by the Oaks, and they'll have the first possession. That was Davis Dirks, the sophomore, winning it for the Oaks. And then the ball quickly to Mosier, who gets his pass tapped away by Lucas Ramaker. Nearly a run out on the first possession for the Ledgers, but it's collected by Dirks, who's going to go against Ramaker here in the early going. Hands off to Bile, gets to the high post, back down to Dirks in the corner. Pivots down there, gets a screen. He's going to use it. And the Ledgers switch it off. Mowell forces the kick to the corner. Here's Shep, early three, and Shep's got it. Bailey Shep gets the first points of the night on the board for the Oakfield Oaks. They almost turned it over, but turn it into 3. Here is Jans. Good ball movement, as is always the case with the Ledgers. Ends up with Ramaker in the corner. This is Jans. Skip pass all the way around to Mowell. Inside to Noah Mowell, and Mowell able to finish. That's Noah Mowell's first bucket of the night. Got it from Josiah Mowell in the corner and finished on the low post. 2-3 early going here, and Springs trails by 1. Tapped away that time by Kuhn. Gets the steal up ahead to Josiah Mowell. Back to Kuhn, but Sam Kuhn not able to stay in bounds. Had the toe out of bounds on the black line, going back the other way. So a couple of deflections for Springs here early on, and one of them turns into a run out, not able to produce any points. Shep will set things up in the front court for the Oaks. Down to Mosier. He's a dangerous three-point shooter. Not that time. Missed it long. Rebound on the far side to Noah Mowell. Running the point on the break. Ball movement to the corner. Josiah Mowell looks into Noah Mowell. Top of the key with Kuhn. Skip pass over to Ramaker. He wants to drive on Bile. Up with the right hand and finishes. Good take by Lucas Ramaker. The man who averages 17 points per game has his first bucket of the night. 4-3 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. 16 minutes to go for his half. Near side, Luke Bile bounces down to Dirks, the leading scorer for the Oaks. Has it poked away by Josiah Mowell. Straight to Bile. Gets to the high post floater. Comes up short. Mowell attacks on the rebound. And up this right side. Check this, the left side. Mowell's got it now. Left wing. 3 on the way. Strong. And tipped from Mosier. Collected by Lucas Meredith. The ball movement from Springs is so quick, and that's what makes them tough to defend. Here is Meredith on the right wing. Got to dribble it there, close to a 5 count, but able to get away from the pressure of Noah Mowell as the Ledgers really extending this defense. Jans now out near half court guarding Mosier. He crosses over, gets to the top of the key. Mowell steps out in a good hedge, and they end up switching it. So underneath, want to try to get an advantage, as the jumper is a little bit off the mark from Meredith, and a good job by Jans defensively. Ramaker in transition, back out, Gavin Jans. Ramaker's got it now left corner. Dribble, drive, to the hoop, and the finish. Strong from Lucas Ramaker, back-to-back buckets for him, and Springs has the 6-3 lead. A couple of early substitutions on the way. John Kuhn and Tom Kaufman check in at the scorer's table as Mosier dribbles near half court. Near side, gets to the short corner. Floater there. Nice step around. Mitchell Mosier's first points of the night as he stepped around Josiah Mowell. Mowell's got it now in the corner. Dribble drive. Almost drug the pivot put, but just held it. And down to the corner with Mowell now on the other side. Flashes free. Ramaker, left wing triple. And they're going to get a travel, I believe, on the pass. as it was Sam Kuhn getting into the middle of the paint. And I think he just drug the pivot foot there at the high post before kicking it to the near side. 3 from Ramaker was off anyway. 6-5 Springs lead back to the defensive side of the floor. Mitchell Moser gets it inside. Bile, good position, lost control, and tipped off the foot of Luke Bile. Good play there and good hands from Tom Kaufman, reaching his 6'4" frame inside and able to deflect it off the knee of Luke Bile. This is Jans, near side Mowell. Top of the key, Ramaker. Far side, Jans again. Nice cut. Josiah Mowell uses a nice ball fake and finishes. Good, calm, cool, collected finish underneath by Josiah Mowell. His first 2 points of the night. The third Ledger to score. And St. Mary's Springs lead back up to 3. Near side with Meredith. Couple of ball fakes working on Kaufman. Floater no good. Couple of opportunities for Meredith in the lane that haven't gone. And Springs wants to run once again. This is that battle of the 2 different paces I was telling you about pregame. And so far that's being won by St. Mary's Springs. They've been able to run when they want. Ramaker from the corner misses. Offensive rebound, Mowell. That was a strong board. Kicks it out. John Kuhn for 3, and it rattles around, no good. Bile this time skies for the rebound. He averages about 7 of those per game to lead the Oakfield Oaks. So Oakfield just sticking around close here in the first 5 minutes or so of the ball game. 13 minutes to go first half. Dirk shovels it into Bile. Check that, that's Meredith. Kicks it near side Moser. Got Shep that flashed free for a second. Now Moser goes down the lane, wraps around a pass to Dirk's far side, and back out top of the key. Shep will reset it. Bile high post. Hands off to Moser. Ball fake there, guarded by Josiah Mowell. And the length of Springs is so far affecting the offensive flow for Oakfield. Now, they don't want to go super fast anyway, but they have really had to be deliberate offensively because of the length. There's the length in a passing lane once again, but they're going to say Kaufman picked up the foul. It's the first team foul, first foul of the night from either team, and it's on Tom Kaufman. Sam Baker returns. Good for the Ledgers to get Baker back. Second part of this season. Missed a couple of games early on. Here is Shep. Hit the 3 early on and has it now top of the key. Near side Bile. Trying to get Dirks underneath, but he's not able to get free. Shep, same spot that he hit it to start the game. That's long, and the rebound over Kaufman's head to Dirks, but Kaufman able to deflect the ball out of Dirks' hands, and here comes Ramaker in transition, up with the left hand. Yes, sir. Count the basket plus the foul. Lucas Ramaker shows the strength on the left side of the rim. 10-5 lead for Springs. Here comes Sam Kuhn back into the game, replaces Josiah Mowell. In for Oakfield is Weston Bass. He's a junior. His first action of the night as he replaces sophomore Mitchell Moser. Ramaker for the 3-point play is good. First free throw of the night for Springs goes down. Ramaker's got an early 7 of the 11 for the Ledgers. Dirk's able to spin out of the full court trap. Skip pass down to Shep. Bounce pass down to Bile. And Luke Bile's got his first bucket of the night. He's got 2. And great positioning that time. And once he got that low, it's just a simple drop, step, and finish. Got John Kuhn down the paint. Kicks it out. Here's a 3 ball. On the way, right wing, good. Sam Kuhn hits the first triple of the night for the Ledgers. They shoot it at quite the clip from triple. And there's the first one of the night. Into the front court comes Shep. Over to Bile, 1-3-1 zone this time for Springs. Top of that is Lucas Ramaker. The length all the way around the floor, and a travel from Luke Bile gives the ball back over to the Ledgers. Mowell and Jans back in. Noah Mowell and Gavin Jans back onto the floor for Springs as they look to continue to open up this game early with a 7-point lead. Here's Gavin Jans. Back to Kuhn, down the lane, shovels it to Mowell, and Noah Mowell's got his second bucket of the night. That was a beautiful pass from Sam Kuhn. Got into the high post area and shoveled a cross-court pass over to Noah Mowell, who finished strong. Here's Dirks working on Gavin Jans. Between the legs dribble. Down the lane he goes. Absorbs the contact. Cross the court, and it was erased by Sam Baker. Weston Bass went up for the shot. And I suppose the 5'11 Sam Baker might not be the first one you would guess to pick up the first block of the night for Springs, but they'll take it. 16-7 lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. 10:57 to play in the first half. Backdoor cut. Top of the key, here's Dirks. He's guarded by John Kuhn. Far side, this is Moser. He's guarded by Sam Baker. His Springs back into man-to-man, by the way. Moser, a couple of crossovers between the legs. There's another one. But staying right with him is Sam Baker, moving the feet defensively. Here goes Moser. Bounce pass out to Bile. Right wing triple on the way. That one misses off to the left. Didn't hit anything. But the offensive rebound is collected. That's Dirks. He gets it back from Bass up with the right hand. And he finishes the play with a foul. So he'll go to the free throw line. And Kuhn picks up his first. 2 free throws forthcoming for Davis Dirks. First free throw strong and off to the right. They'll have one more chance here. Second one rattles around and goes down. So Davis Dirks has his first point of the night. Here comes Sam Kuhn quickly up the floor, and he draws the foul. I think it's going to be on Bass. Yeah, Weston Bass picks up his first. So 2 apiece, 2 fouls each for both the Oaks and the Ledgers. Shep comes back in. He replaces Bass, and Ramaker back onto the floor after a very brief stint on the bench. Underneath inbounds will be Sam Kuhn. Starters back out there for the Ledgers minus Josiah Mowell plus Sam Baker. That's how the Ledgers have it right now. Here's a triple on the way. Second one good for Sam Kuhn. Same spot, same result for Sam Kuhn. And the Ledgers back into the 1-3-1 defense. 11-point lead for Springs. Bile past Ramaker, gets it to Dirks. Back to Bile, top of the key. Ball fake there. Ledgers trap there, get it down to the corner. Skip pass from Moser to Bile, down to Shep in the short corner. Shep decides to retreat dribble, back out to Luke Bile. And Dirks will reset things. Through the contact. Down to the corner with Shep. Shep's caught there, shovels it through a couple of Ledgers, and that's short from Lucas Meredith. Rebound down to Ramaker. Kicks it out, top of the key. Good ball movement down to the corner. Baker, 3 on the way. Around, down, and out. Almost there for Sam Baker. Would have been the third 3 of the night for Springs. And they are back into man-to-man defense. Switching defenses on the fly here are the Ledgers. That's what you can do with an experienced team defensively. They left Dirks open there for a brief moment, but I think Ramaker got a hand on that as Davis Dirks went up for the shot. Down the lane goes Gavin Jans. Oh, the long legs of Gavin Jans lets him get to the hole with ease on the left side. Timeout for Oakfield. It's a full timeout. We're going to take the minute with them, 21-8. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit BakerCheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
Hey, Fond du Lac's best-kept secret is no more. Operation Best Chicken and Friday Fish from Massey Store is out. Pioneer Pit Stop. Yes, Pioneer Pit Stop has some of the best takeout in town. The best part? No reservations needed. No need to drive halfway across the country. No special dress code, other than you need to be dressed. You're in and out with piping hot chicken or fish that you thought came from a supper club. Of course, fuel, beer, liquor, ice, snacks, groceries, and tons of other things we all need are always in stock. Pioneer Pit Stop, 20 East Pioneer Road across from Tucker's on South Main Street. It's Fishlicious.
Back here at St. Mary's Springs Academy, today's game brought to you by these Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Robert Bruce, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, they're making sense of investing. And Springs out of this timeout, now going with the full court press, man-to-man. Dirks has it in the backcourt working on Jans. Doubled by Ramaker. And did he travel? He just not able to get rid of that. And Ramaker came off his man, left his guy open to double on the backside as Davis Dirks spun. And I think he surprised him that time, leading to the turnover. 13-point Ledger lead. Ball at the high post. Jans looks to the corner. Ramaker back out. Gavin Jans, 3 on the way from the right wing, and he buried it. Gavin Jans has 5 straight for the Ledgers, and he is the 4th Ledger to score at least 4 points here tonight. As the offensive efficiency, well, it looks like it has all season long, especially the last 8 games. Skip pass here from Dirks over the head of Shep, and another turnover forced by the Ledgers with a 24-8 lead. 8:14 to go first half. And Coach Colleen just trying to get his squad settled down here with about just under halfway to go in this first half of action. Here goes Jans, feeling it, down the lane. Offensive rebound, Tom Kaufman bounces out to Ramaker. He gets it back to Jans, and some miscommunication there, but Jans able to slow it down and keep it for Sam Kuhn. Here goes Ramaker down the lane. Kicks it out to Jans. This is Baker. And Ramaker catches far side. Ramaker once again gets it back. 3 on the way. Offensive rebound tipped by Jans and doesn't go. Stays with Springs underneath. Thought that might have been tipped out by Gavin Jans, but instead I think it might have been Lucas Meredith that got his hands on it. Just going to lob this one into Tom Kaufman. Look near side. Good well-worked inbounds play that time, as Lucas Ramaker flashed free. Started in the corner, ran off a couple of screens to get free on the low left side, and then finished on the right side. Ramaker's got 9 of the 26. He's well off to another spectacular night offensively. Here goes Moser down the lane. Kicks it out to Bile. Bile gets to the free throw line. Went off the foot of Tom Kaufman, collected by Meredith before it goes out of bounds. Meredith has it on the left wing. Tapped out again. Another good deflection by Lucas Ramaker. And Springs, a lot of coaches nowadays didn't ask Coach Krieger about this, but a lot of coaches nowadays really value that deflection stat, and there's no doubt about it. Springs gets a lot of them because of their length that we mentioned previously. John Kuhn back onto the floor for the Ledgers, and he'll match up with Bailey Shep. Here is Shep between the circles. Josiah Mao back onto the floor as well, by the way. Here's Luke Bile, gets the ball from Moser, and Bile straight to the hole on the right side and finishes. He's got 4, and Springs still wants to run. Jans hands off John Kuhn. Looks to Ramaker, spins around near side. This is Josiah Mao, bounces down. Kaufman got good position, but it's blocked. Erased by Weston Bass. It was a beautiful pass underneath from Josiah Mowell finding Tom Kaufman, but Kaufman not able to finish. Near side Shep. Retreat dribble guarded by John Kuhn. Near side, this is Bile. Looks to bounce down to Bass. Bass screens away, trying to get Moser free. He's free in the corner. Triple on the way, comes up short. That's 2 of them that are just a little bit off for Mitchell Moser. Here is Mowell, and Josiah Mowell. Beautiful move, and the reverse layup is good. He's got 4. The Springs efficient offense is back. 28-10 lead for St. Mary's Springs here in the first half. Down the lane goes Shep. Shovels it near side Bass. Weston Bass drives baseline. And the pass through everyone, not deflected by Springs. So the Ledgers will get another possession. 5:46 to go first half. Not many stoppages, just the 4 foul calls and the 1 timeout thus far. Here's Josiah Mowell, kicks it to the corner. Ramaker shot fake there, gets it to the high post. John Kuhn down to Jans. Oh, it's mesmerizing offense at times for the Ledgers. Ends up with a Jans 3 just on the left side of the key. And the long rebound down to Mitchell Moser. Still man-to-man defense on this possession for the Ledgers. Got to keep an eye on that just about every time because they switch it frequently. That's poked away Tom Kaufman. able to get his hands on a pass that was intended for Davis Dirks. So it'll be Shep to try to key it in and work on Tom Kaufman, 6'4". That's a nice guy to have on an inbounds pass, and it's even nicer when he's not the only 6'4" guy out there. Here's a nice backdoor cut. Dirks tries to finish on the right side, not able to do so. Rebound down Ramaker. Looks near side John Kuhn. John Kuhn, strong move to the hoop. Offensive foul going back the other way. And there's an Oakfield Oak down, so we're going to take a timeout here as we get some treatment for Davis Dirks underneath. We're back with more after this on RadioPlusInfo.com.
What can I get for $5?
You can become a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union and get some pretty amazing benefits.
Really? Like what?
As a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union, you can take advantage of all that they have to offer, including fewer fees, the best loan rates, in-house lending, and access to all the amazing programs and services.
Wow!
The cherry on top, when you become a member, you become part owner.
That sounds like a great deal for only $5.
Sure is. And it's super simple to sign up.
I'd like to order that.
Oh, I'm sorry. We only sell coffee here.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Back here at Hutter Gymnasium, glad to have you along. 28-10 is the score on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Springs has the 18-point lead, and Dirks is able to make the way off with a little assistance. Hope he's all right. Love to see him back out on the floor for the Oaks. He is their leading scorer and a very talented sophomore. Far side Shep. He's up with the floater, and it's good. Bailey Shep down the lane with a right-handed floater was good. He's got 5 of the 12 so far tonight, and the kick as the entry pass from Ramaker looking for Mowell and booted out of bounds by Weston Bass. So Gavin Jans will key it in for Springs and just throws it into Sam Kuhn out near half court. Far side, this is Ramaker. Couple of Ledgers cut through. Leads to Mowell out top of the key. Then Ramaker cuts through. Top of the key. Jans gets free. This looks deep. It is. And long rebound again secured by Mitchell Moser. He's got a couple of those tonight. He's not very big in stature, but has collected a couple of rebounds that have clanked off long from the Ledgers. Here's Moser. That time it was Noah Mowell who switched on to him. And Noah Mowell, for being the quote-unquote big man for Springs on the starting lineup, certainly moves his feet well and does a terrific job for them. Bile down the lane, right-handed jumper is good. Luke Bile's got 6. He's done a nice job here in the early going. Josiah Mowell down the lane, kicks it out. Ramaker, top of the key. Kuhn wants another. This one misses. Offensive rebound, Noah Mowell kicks it out. Gavin Jans tries another triple. This is deep. Offensive rebound this time, Josiah Mowell, and Ramaker has it now top of the key. Resets it. This is Sam Kuhn. Between the legs dribble, shovels out to Lucas Ramaker, gets to the high post. This is a little bit better defensively from the Oaks, but now Noah Mowell's got it deep. Oh, and he just a little strong. Again, got it deep down with the drop step. Not able to finish. 14-point lead for the Ledgers remains. 28-14, Quest Interior scoreboard shows 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first half. It has slowed down offensively in the last couple of minutes for the Ledgers, but got to believe that Coach Krieger loves what he's seeing on this side of the floor particularly. Here's Luke Bile. The intensity has been there, and on a back-to-back. Here's a backdoor cut. Nice. Thought Bass might have had his man, but he threw it straight to the Ledgers. And in transition, Sam Kuhn's got another bucket. He's up to 8, and the lead's back to 16. This is the largest it's been for the Ledgers. Second time they've had this 16-point advantage. Here's Moser. 3 is short again, and is just a little bit off here tonight is Mitchell Moser. He hit a bunch of threes earlier this year in their game that I was able to take in against Winnebago Lutheran Academy, but just a little bit off here tonight. 30-second timeout for the Oaks. We're going to sneak a quick 30 in here. Come back with more after this. This is high school basketball on RadioPlusInfo.com. 2:27 left in the first half, 30-14. Getting back to that thought from the last possession, man, I got to think Coach Krieger likes, he talked about the back-to-back, and I know Oakfield's dealing with the back-to-back as well, and he mentioned that in the pregame too, but got to have a grin on his face at halftime, certainly with how they've played defensively. The intensity has certainly been there. Here goes Josiah Mowell, and it goes. Hit the back of the iron, hit the front of the iron, hit the back of the iron again, and went down for Josiah Mowell. He's got 6, and the lead is 18. 2:06 to go in the first half. Offensive foul. Not sure who they picked that one up on. Lucas Meredith. Lucas Meredith was fighting for position underneath with, couldn't tell if that was Noah Mowell or Lucas Ramaker under there. It's been Noah Mowell matched up on him for a large juncture of this game. But the offensive foul that time gives the ball back to the Ledgers with the chance to extend this lead out to 20 or 21. Josiah Mowell, shot fake there. Skips through the paint, kicks it out. Ramaker 3, no good. Offensive foul, Noah Mowell, and he is, offensive rebound, Noah Mowell, and he is fouled. Foul is on Bailey Shep. Buck 46 to go in the first half, and it'll be Sam Kuhn to key it in for the Ledgers. Just lobs it in to Noah Mowell. Josiah Mowell hands off to Kuhn, down to the corner with Baker. Baker gets to the middle of the paint. Floater no good, and Mowell almost able to get the offensive rebound. Kuhn able to steal it. Check that, Baker able to collect the steal, but he threw it away. Looking for Ramaker up top, and Luke Bile got in the way. Bailey Shep between the circles, and another deflection from Lucas Ramaker. How many is that for him in this first half? He is playing extremely well on that side of the floor, and he leads the Ledgers offensively with 9. 32-14. Down the lane goes Shep, and it's deflected off the foot of Luke Bile. And Baker not able to rise and collect that one. Sam Kuhn threw it over Baker's head. That was the first possession in some time for the Ledgers, and the 32 is maybe a little lower than some of the first halves they've had, but here's Bile, backdoor cut, and to the hoop. Luke Bile scores. He's got 8 now as well. But that last possession was really the first wasted possession for the Ledgers where they really threw it away. Here is Mowell. Back to Kuhn, Sam Kuhn. This one's picked off by Luke Bile. Behind the back pass to save it. And down the lane goes Meredith. Was it tied up or a travel? Nothing called. And Lucas Meredith has the bucket. I thought that maybe looked like a little bit of a travel there. I think Coach Krieger agrees with that. This is Sam Kuhn. Lobs it to the corner. This is Baker. Floater this time is good. Sam Baker's first points of the night come with half a minute or so left in the first half, and Moser will walk it up. I think the Oaks would be content with this being the final possession of this first half. They trail 34-18 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Moser with a couple of in-between-the-legs dribbles. Down to Bile, kicks it to the corner with Shep. Shep gets to the high post, now middle of the lane. Top of the key, Moser. He's got to shoot it. Didn't realize the time was running out. And that comes up well short. Nice defensive possession that time from the Ledgers. They're going to take a halftime locker room lead, 34-18. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you some of the statistics here at the halftime intermission. But the Ledgers lead by 16. Back with more after this. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our fourth-generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
What can I get for $5?
You can become a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union and get some pretty amazing benefits.
Really? Like what?
As a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union, you can take advantage of all that they have to offer, including fewer fees, the best loan rates, in-house lending, and access to all the amazing programs and services.
Wow!
The cherry on top, when you become a member, you become part owner.
That sounds like a great deal for only $5.
Sure is. And it's super simple to sign up.
I'd like to order that.
Oh, I'm sorry. We only sell coffee here.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Auto body technicians and painters say yes to best. Enjoy the rewards of our ultra-competitive compensation package, generous signing bonus, and the satisfaction of combining your talents with Holiday's new bustling collision and glass center, featuring the latest state-of-the-art tools, technology, lighting,
and air conditioning.
Really cool.
Plus support teams to help keep you, your craft, and career moving forward.
Come join our terrific team. You'll be glad you did.
Text the word career to the number shown to arrange a confidential conversation or visit our website.
There you go. You just saw the commercial. Holiday Automotive intermission highlights, and well, any half of basketball involving the Ledgers is a highlight in and of itself. And again, it'd be interesting if we could get the thoughts of Coach Krieger here at halftime. Maybe this is the first time in some time where the offense maybe hasn't clicked as much as it has, and now they've set a pretty high standard offensively. Like I said, in their last 8 games, they're averaging north of 94 points in those last 8 games, including 3 games where they eclipsed the 100-point mark. So that notwithstanding, they missed some open 3-point shots that they're used to seeing going down. If those go down in the second half, we could very well see an 80, 90-point outburst once again tonight. But the half, I think you gotta love what they did on the defensive side of the floor. I kind of mentioned it near the end of that first half, but other than those two, before Oakfield had back-to-back buckets with about minute and a half, 2 minute in that range, they had back-to-back possessions where they had baskets. Other than that, Springs was able to hold Oakfield to 14 points in the first 16 minutes of that first half, and that switching defense, I think, confused Oakfield at times. And they have Bailey Shep's a junior, Mitchell Moser is a sophomore, Davis Dirks is a sophomore. There is some inexperience in classes, in terms of some of the guys that handle the ball. Identifying that maybe gave Oakfield some fits there in that first half, and it certainly worked to build what is now a 16-point halftime lead. Let's get you some numbers here at halftime, then we'll take a break and come back with more. Mitchell Moser had 2 points for the Oaks, as did Lucas Meredith. Davis Dirks hit 1 of 2 free throws. He had a single point in the first half. He was forced to exit about 2/3 of the way through that first half. Hope he's able to clear things up and get back for some action here in the second half. Bailey Shep had 5, hit the opening three-pointer of the night. The only lead for Oakfield was at 3-0, and then obviously led until Springs was able to take the lead back. And then Luke Bile was the leading scorer for Oakfield there in that first half. He had 8. So 5 different Oaks scored. Their starting 5 was able to get on the score sheet. For the Ledgers, they had 6 players score. Their starting 5, and then Sam Baker. Baker had 2. Noah Mowell had 4. 5 for Gavin Jans at the break. 6 for Josiah Mowell. Sam Kuhn hit 2 threes and finished that first half with 8. And Lucas Ramaker filled it up there in that first half. He had 9. And I think the better part of Lucas Ramaker's game was perhaps what he was able to accomplish on the defensive side of the floor. He was kind of the catalyst for a lot of the good things that happened for Springs on that defensive side. Able to get his hands in passing lanes, able to steal the ball on some dribble drives as well, able to pick up a block and a lot of deflections for Springs. So a nice half of basketball for Lucas Ramaker. Those are your Holiday Automotive intermission highlights. Holiday Automotive brought to you by Holiday Automotive. That's worth the trip. So there you go, the halftime. We're going to take another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we're going to be ready to roll here for the second half of action between the Oaks and the Ledgers. Stay with us. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson and Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson and Gibbs are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005, practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call Everson and Gibbs at 920-922-7113 or go to eversonandgibbs.com.
Apply now to qualify for the SABRE Award, a $500 per year scholarship at Marian University. Be admitted by January 1st and receive a $2,000 scholarship towards your degree. The SABRE Award is granted in addition to other scholarships, awards, and discounts. 100% of Marian University students receive financial assistance. College is affordable. Apply now at marianuniversity.edu/apply.
All that melty cheese you crave with double the steak is back at Taco Bell. The double steak grilled cheese burrito.
Hi, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We have a great feature available in our showrooms, our digital price tags. They search the internet every day and allow us to adjust the prices based on our competitors. That ensures you are always getting the best deal. If it finds a lower price, it will automatically change our Silica price in real time. These digital price tags are all about saving you time and money. Shop Silica for Your Home for the best sales, service, and selection.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Welcome back here to Hutter Gymnasium, where the St. Mary's Springs Academy Ledgers lead the Oakfield Oaks 34-18. The Ledgers 11-1, leading the Flyway Conference, and the Oaks are 5-5, firmly in 5th place in the Trailways East behind CWC, Wayland, Lourdes, and Horicon. Springs coming off of a game at Mayville. That's a tough place to go play now. I know it's maybe not what it used to be down at Mayville when things really got rowdy down in the late 90s and early 2000s. I've heard stories. Here goes Noah Mowell, and he finishes. That's a great way to start the second half. First points for Mowell in the second half. He's got 6 on the night and leads back up to the 18 points that it was at its biggest. Far side, this is Bass, so no Dirks here in the second half. Got a big ice pack on that right leg, so not sure we'll see him anymore. Here is Jans, far side. Reverse layup. Gavin Jans, smooth move to the hoop. He's got 7. Couple of easy layups here to start the second half. Try to get these Springs Ledgers going early and often on the offensive side of the court, and it's a 20-point lead, 17 to play. Moser has it between the circles. Crosses over on Jans. Hesitation dribble. Fall away. Missed it. Comes up short again. He's just leaving everything a touch short tonight, is Mitchell Moser. Here's Sam Kuhn. Cues up a 3 with the left-handed jump shot. No good. And a long rebound collected by Weston Bass. So the 3 still not falling with great regularity for the Ledgers. That was deflected into the backcourt, so Moser's okay to go get it. He loses control of it, and who is it last off of? Last hit the toe of Sam Kuhn. Stays with the Oaks. 20-point lead for the Ledgers defensively here, and the bounce pass almost stolen away. Deflected that time off of Jans, off of Bile. That's a great play by Gavin Jans. Able to get his hands into a passing lane. So Sam Kuhn will initiate the offense this time for the Ledgers. Gets it to the high post, and Gavin Jans has a free run to the hoop, but he had it stripped away by Luke Bile. On the offensive rebound and on the putback attempt, Noah Mowell was fouled. So they will send him to the line for 2. Thought that might have been on the floor, but Noah Mowell will get the second attempt from the free throw line tonight for the Ledgers. They're 1 for 1 from Lucas Ramaker. And the second player to go is Noah Mowell, makes the front end. And the second rattles home as well. So 3 for 3 start from the line for the Ledgers. See if they can get to the line a little bit more. 1 for 2 for Oakfield. We haven't seen that many fouls whistled. Here's Shep as they break the press easily, and Lucas Meredith finishes on the left side. Quickly back the other way. Josiah Mowell drives baseline, blocking foul as Bass not able to quite get into position. And an aggressive drive from Josiah Mowell to kind of push the issue there. Smart take to the hole. And that's the third foul on Lucas Meredith. Really the only player tonight on either team that's in, quote-unquote foul trouble. As Mowell comes free, poked away by Bile. That was a nice play, Luke Bile once again. And poked it straight to Bailey Shep. Shep, the junior, working on Kuhn. Down to the corner with Moser. Moser driving on Kuhn after the switch. Looks to the near side with Bile, now underneath. Here's a floater, missed it long from Meredith. Rebound on the far side with Jans. Looks ahead to Ramaker. Skip pass to the corner. Josiah Mowell drives to the middle of the paint. Shovels it over to Ramaker, and it's deflected again. Good play, Lucas Meredith, to get his hand in a passing lane and get the steal. Ledgers still have a 20-point lead. Sam Baker's going to check back into the ball game as Moser shimmies a couple of times and now is trapped. Bounces to Bile between the circles. Luke Bile spins once, spins twice, gets back to the middle of the paint, kicks it to the corner. 3 on the way for Moser. Missed, hit the side of the backboard. Rebound long to Gavin Jans. Looks near side to Josiah Mowell. Back out Jans. Jans gets to the paint, kicks it out. That's Kuhn. Down to the corner with Ramaker. Kuhn's got it again, top of the key. Looks to Josiah Mowell. Ramaker's got it. Down the lane he goes. Up with the left hand, no good. Left it up short that time, and the rebound collected by Meredith. He's had a nice night on the glass, has Lucas Meredith. And the struggles continue a little bit on the offensive side for the Ledgers, but their defense has kept themselves with a very comfortable lead. Going to have 3 new Ledgers. John Kuhn and Tom Kaufman also going to check in. Luke Bile on a spin and roll, and that is deflected. Phillips trying to get himself free. Moser, did he reestablish in the front court? He did, just in time. Over to Shep, short corner, jumper Meredith, good. Lucas Meredith has 6 points. He's got 4 of them here in the second half, and the lead is back down to 18. Josiah Mowell, haven't seen him shoot much from 3 tonight, but left that one short, and Noah Mowell not able to collect the rebound, so after getting to the 40-point mark, the Ledgers have been stuck there for a couple of possessions, which seems like 2 minutes seems like an eternity when Springs doesn't score. Here goes Moser. He was tripped. No whistle coming, no timeout granted. It's a jump ball, stays with the Oaks. So to be an underneath inbounds. Baker, Kuhn, and Kaufman into the game, joining Ramaker and Jans. So Mowell, and Sam Kuhn will leave the floor. Down to the corner with Bile. Bile surveys, guarded by Gavin Jans. Drives the paint, kicks it near side Shep. He's got the floater, kicks it back out. Long 2, but it is a 2. Offensive rebound, Phillips? No. The shot was missed by Meredith. Long rebound out to Jans, up ahead to Baker. He leaves it short. Offensive rebound, Jans can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound, this time John Kuhn. Chances inside for the Ledgers, all coming up short on the layups. And Kaufman not able to collect the rebound on that Sam Baker 3. Lead for the Ledgers is 18 with 13-18 remaining. Moser takes a screen. Ledgers able to switch back. Deflected out, and John Kuhn got his hand into the passing lane that time. Caden Krusik comes into the game. His first action tonight as he replaces Gavin Jans. And we got a quick whistle, inadvertent whistle. And they'll redo the underneath inbounds play. 13:09 to go here in the ball game. Meredith catches in the corner. Strong catch there, guarded by Krusik. Top of the key, Moser. Bile off of a screen. Gets to the middle of the paint, bounces down to Meredith. Can he finish? Strong play, but a foul is whistled. And I think Krusik's going to pick up his first foul just a couple of seconds after coming onto the floor. There's confirmation of that. And going to the free throw line goes Lucas Meredith. And the first free throw for Meredith misses. Lucas Meredith at the line. So one of the first 3 for Oakfield. Dirks was one of 2 before he exited the game, and Meredith just missed his first. Second free throw didn't take as much time, and a better result as it clatters around and banks in. Here's John Kuhn. Down the left side, hands off to Baker, skip pass to Krusik. He's got the ball here, hands off to Ramaker, who gets into the middle of the paint. Back to John Kuhn. Kuhn down to the low block, spins once, spins twice, almost thrown away. Baker saves it. Great play, Sam Baker, far side. Kuhn's got it back, down to the corner with Krusik. Tell you what, he hit a lot of those shots in warm-ups from that corner on the right side. See if they try to get him the ball again. He's now over in the left corner. Ball movement to Ramaker, has it on the wing. Down the lane goes John Kuhn. That comes up short again. Tipped by Kaufman. Offensive rebound fought for. Bile ends up on the floor, and a jump ball is called. Stays with the Ledgers underneath. 17-point lead for the Ledgers, trying to build on that. They've been stuck on 40 for some time now. They, not for a lack of effort, not for a lack of opportunities. They've had layups that they've just left just a touch short. Maybe that's a fatigue maybe from the back-to-back. Maybe that's where that starts to creep in. This is a little short, but it crawls over the front edge for Lucas Ramaker. His first triple of the night. He's got a dozen, and he is the first player for either team into double figures with those 12 points. His first bucket of the second half, had to wait nearly 7 minutes for it. That pass from Shep is over the head of Moser. The lead is 20, and can the Ledgers start to rebuild a little bit more momentum here as Ramaker checks out? Mowell replaces him, Josiah Mowell. And Weston Bass back onto the floor for Oakfield. So here is Kuhn. Josiah Mowell gets the ball, kicks it out to Krusek, who drives the paint on the right side. Kuhn's got it now, middle of the paint, surveys, kicks it out. Sam Baker, 3 on the way, nestles home for Sam Baker. Baker's got 5, and the lead is 23. Just like that, back-to-back threes have Springs with a little momentum. That's off the hands of Mitchell Moser. Out of bounds, back to Springs. Does not take long for the Ledgers to gain some momentum. It's a timeout for Oakfield, full timeout. We're going to take it with them here on RadioPlusInfo.com. 23-point lead for Springs. Stay with us.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
11:24 left in the game here tonight. Today's game brought to you by these Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Robert Bruce, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. 11:18 to play. 46-23 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Springs has the lead. Baker trying to get free underneath. Instead, it's back out to John Kuhn, top of the key. Gets it back to Krusek. Krusek has it here. Poked away by Luke Bile. And Bile is quickly into the front court for Oakfield. That's about as quickly as Oakfield moves. They, again, want to move at a little bit more of a deliberate tempo than Springs does. At least they have this season. That's another deflection from Tom Kaufman. Goes out of bounds on the far side. Lucas Meredith had it go through his hands. Ben McGuire and Noah Mowell onto the floor. McGuire's first stint out there. Mowell's one of the starters, as you know. 46-23. Here's Meredith. Spins against Noah Mowell. Nice bounce pass and a good cut from Luke Bile. He was a little strong on the layup attempt, and it missed. Far side, McGuire down to the corner with Baker. Top of the key, Josiah Mowell. Dribble drive. Oh, and the big jump stop, and he puts back his own offensive rebound. Josiah Mowell, that was a big boy take to the hole from the 6'3", 175-pound senior. And he's got 8 tonight. 48-23. It's a 25-point lead for the Ledgers. Backdoor cut from Meredith, but that's thrown away looking for Bile. Far side, John Kuhn runs the floor, leaves it short. Here's Ramaker, offensive rebound. Noah Mowell. Pardon me, that was Josiah Mowell on the offensive board. Far side, down to the corner with John Kuhn. Top of the key, Sam Baker. Kuhn's got it again. Mowell trying to gain position on Meredith underneath. This is Baker. Down to Mowell. Josiah Mowell looking for Noah Mowell, and it's deflected by Shep. Sam Kuhn back out there, replaces John Kuhn. And joins Mowell, Baker, and McGuire out there. Nice backdoor cut. McGuire finishes. That's a great cut from Ben McGuire. 6-foot senior able to finish on the backdoor cut to the left side, and a strong move there. Here's Moser behind the back dribble, back out top of the key. He's guarded by Sam Baker. Moser gets to about 18 feet, shovels it out to Bile far side. Bile gets to 12 feet, missed, came up short. And the rebound down to Noah Mowell. Mowell looks far side. Sam Baker kicks it out. Mowell for three. Josiah Mowell hit the triple on the left wing, and the lead is 30. Mowell's got 11. 5 of them coming here in the second half. Shep looks far side, gets it to Bile. And a foul on the drive. They're going to get Josiah Mowell on the foul, and he will leave along with Sam Baker as Lucas Ramaker and Gavin Jans come back out onto the floor with 8:44 to play. Never too early to tell you that the Fox Valley Saving Bank post-game show is coming up after this. Hope you'll stick around and join us for that. We will crown a play-in player of the game. That's a nice play from Gavin Jans in the backcourt, able to throw it off the toe of Mitchell Moser and win another possession for the Ledgers, which will prompt a substitution. Dane Phillips comes in for Bailey Shep for the Oaks. Just over 8.5 minutes to play. Another inbounds play this time to Sam Kuhn. Ramaker has it down to McGuire in the corner. Flashing free was Mowell. Instead it goes to Ramaker. Ball swung around. Ends up with Noah Mowell on a beautiful play. Noah Mowell finishes at the rim. He'll go back to the free throw line. Count the basket. It was a gorgeous pass from Sam Kuhn, who has yet to score here in the second half, but has a couple of assists. And Mowell is 2 for 2 from the line. And as I say that, misses the first free throw that the Ledgers have missed tonight. They're 3 for 4 from the charity stripe, but have the 32-point lead. 8:14 to play. Bile has it in the corner. Spins against Kuhn. Short corner jumper rattles around, and the soft rim lets it come in. Soft touch from Luke Bile. Quickly running the floor are the Ledgers. And, Noah Mowell will tell you he should have finished that one off at the rim. Not quite able to do so. And Noah Mowell will go back to the free throw line. He has 10 points tonight, 6 of them coming here in the second half. And he's got another couple of free throw opportunities here. First free throw from Mowell comes up short. So he's 2 for 4 on the night. And I believe if Mowell makes this, he will head over to the bench. And yes, he will, as Caden Pitts comes on. Pitts he filled it up now in the JV game. Ledger is able to get the 79-23 JV1 win. And Caden Pitts heard his name over the public address quite a bit. Here's Bile. Shimmies through a bunch of pressure in the backcourt. Able to get it down underneath. Meredith finishes with the left hand. Lucas Meredith has 9 points tonight. 9 for him, 10 for Bile. Here's a 3 from Jans. Buried it. Gavin Jans just hit the 4th 3 of the second half for the Ledgers. They only hit 3 in the entirety of the first half. Already got 4 of them here in the second, and Gavin Jans got himself into double figures with that. He's got 10. Far side, this is Phillips. Phillips rips through a couple of times, working on Ramaker. Back out to Bile near that big S near half court. And Bile not able to get it to go. The S with the pickaxe in it. And the Ledgers are back on offense. Down to the corner. And that's a beautiful take from Sam Kuhn, who's into double figures. So we have Ramaker with more than 10. Mowell with more than 10. Sam Kuhn's into double figures. Noah Mowell and Gavin Jans. All 5 starters for the Ledgers are into double figures in a balanced scoring approach. And a travel on the far side as Dane Phillips dragged the pivot foot. And the 34-point lead for the Ledgers. They'll try to build on that with this possession as John Kuhn comes back into the ballgame with 6:42 to play. Kuhn's got it here. Jans far side with McGuire. Ramaker gets free on the left wing. Screen and roll there with Pitts. Down to the corner with McGuire once again. Lobs into Ramaker. Ramaker, drop step, up with the right hand. That is such a controlled finish from Lucas Ramaker, who's up to 14 points. He's such a smart, intelligent player. Gets himself in good positions and finishes so under control. Here's a three from Moser. Buried it. Mitchell Moser hits the second three of the night for Oakfield. That's their first three since the first possession of the night that Shep made. And Jans responds quickly. He's got a dozen. Finishing on the left side of the floor. 35-point lead for the Ledgers. 5:53 to play. Moser walks it into the front court. Far side. Shot fake there from Bile. Luke Bile looks to give it to the slipping Bass to the hoop. And Bass not able to collect. And saved by Bile. That was Pitts who looked up ahead. And it was deflected back to Oakfield. Oaks have it with Moser. One-handed pass down to Bass in the corner. High post with Phillips. Bile wants a three from straight away. Missed it off to the left. Rebound down with Jans. Looks far side. This is McGuire underneath to Pitts. Pitts, strong move. Caden Pitts can't finish and saves it straight over there to Noah Mowell. Only problem with that, Mowell's on the bench. So good hustle there by Caden Pitts. Kind of has a wry smile on his face. Trio of Ledgers come back in as Lucas Meredith also returns for the Oaks. Shep's back out on the floor as well. And he's got the ball right now into the front court for Oakfield as they try to run Moser off a couple of screens and maybe get him free. And he was, but the bounce pass instead went down underneath from Bile to Meredith and a little too hot to handle. Ben Anderson onto the floor tonight. His first action, I think he had 18 points, actually led the scoring for the JV game. And he's out there now on varsity. John Kuhn down to Pitts. Good ball movement. Ends up here with Krusik. Handed off to John Kuhn. Gets to the middle of the paint. Top of the key, Baker. He gets down to the paint. Good dribble drive offense here from the Ledgers. And a block. No, a foul. As Luke Bile picks up a foul, and Ben Anderson will go to the free throw line. 4:27 left in the game. That's the fifth foul on Oakfield this half, and Anderson's first trip to the line. First free throw crawls over the front edge and is good, so the first points for him tonight. He's the 8th Ledger to score, and he goes 2 for 2 from the line. 4.5 minutes or just thereabouts left in tonight's contest. Afterwards, we'll have the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Moser's in trouble. That pass is picked off by John Kuhn. Down the lane, tried the dunk, missed it. Offensive rebound, Ben Anderson. Back out to Kuhn. Kuhn through the contact. He'll go to the line. John Kuhn rose up, tried to dunk it. Came up a little short. First free throw for Kuhn is good. He's the 9th Ledger to score. I think there's some friendly banter going on the far side of in the Springs fan section. And Coach Krieger is going to take Kuhn off after that as McGuire returns to the floor. The lead is 39 for the Ledgers, 69-30 with 4 minutes remaining. And have had 9 players score tonight. Down to the corner with Moser. Moser drives. Floater is good. Baseline drive from Mitchell Moser. He's got 7. Anderson's into the front court. McGuire quickly snaps a pass down to the corner to Krusik. Top of the key with Baker. Baker drives, kicks to the corner, Anderson. This is McGuire once again. Baker cuts all the way through to the corner, wants a triple. Offensive rebound, Pitts, kicks it out. Krusik wants a triple. This one is deep and went over the backboard, so it goes back the other way to Oakfield with 3.5 minutes left.
In for the Ledgers, 33, Frankie Everson.
Frankie Everson comes onto the floor for Springs and replaces Sam Baker. So about the first, 8-ish players for Springs, 7, 8 guys for them off the bench are all back out of the game this time. Anderson able to close out on Moser there and deflect it back off of the hand of Mitchell Moser to turn it back over to the Ledgers. If they hit a 3, it would trigger the running clock. Anderson shot fake there down the lane, and the finish. That's a smooth move from Ben Anderson. I'll tell you what, he looked terrific in that JV game, and I think you might be looking at one of the next best. I mean, obviously there's a lot of seniors going to be cleared out of this Ledger team. This is missed from Meredith, gets his own offensive rebound, missed it again. Tipped in by Weston Bass, who kept playing on the offensive glass and got his first bucket of the night. But Ben Anderson and Caden Pitts, they look like that next crop. And Anderson hits the 3. He's feeling it here he had 18 in the JV game. He's got 7 already in the varsity game. The lead now is 40. So barring timeouts, the clock will run for the remainder of the contest. That went off of a Springs player's foot. Anderson trying to corral it, doesn't travel, gets it to Krusik, crosses the court, and it's tapped out. So it stays with the Ledgers, and get a couple of more subs as both teams empty out the bench. And Ben McGuire will take a seat as Aaron Miller checks in for Springs. This is Pitts, looks down to Miller, instead gets it to Anderson. Anderson back to Pitts, nice pass underneath, and the finish from Frankie Everson. 10 different Ledgers have scored out of the 14 that have played tonight. 14 I believe. Here is Moser with 1.5 minutes left. And the running clock, Aaron Miller not able to save that, so it stays with the Oaks. But you could hear Coach Krieger there, nice deflection or a good tip, and likes what he's seen certainly on that defensive side of the floor tonight for the Ledgers. 1 minute remaining in the running clock. And the underneath inbounds will be Bass, who bounces it inside to Phillips. Looks across, and that is poked away, stolen by Ben Anderson. It was poked away by Krusik. He's standing over there in the corner. Here's Aaron Miller, drives the paint up with the left hand. Count the basket and the foul for Aaron Miller. And as soon as Miller caught the ball, he just got onto the floor. As soon as he caught it, the Ledger bench was off their feet in anticipation, and Miller paid it off with a beautiful drive to the hoop. And now the left-handed free throw rattles around, no good. Offensive rebound, Caden Pitts gets in on the action. And now Tom Kaufman and Caden Krusik are the only 2 Ledgers that didn't score tonight, as Moser just wants to dribble things out, and that's going to do it for us tonight. Another Ledger game where they end with 80 points, not quite the 94 they've been averaging, but still a good offensive output and a very nice night defensively, especially for the Ledgers against the Oaks. 80-34, the final score on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have our Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us here on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Elistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 68 North Main Street. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
There's a big difference between being a transactional banker and a relationship banker. We definitely focus on the relationship side of banking. As a lender, I try to spend as much time out of the office as possible with my clients, talking to them about their business, learning more about their business. The greatest thing about banking is you get to see all these different businesses. You get to see all these different operations, and you get to learn so much about how people make money, how they contribute to the economy, the things that they do for their team to make their team a happy and long-term workforce. Anybody can ask me a question about, well, what's my payment going to be? When will it be paid off? All that kind of stuff. That's easy. But when you really start getting into the brass tacks of, well, how are you treating your people? Who's your largest supplier? What are, the what? That stuff there, you get to learn so much about their businesses, and then you can help them grow by sharing maybe experiences that you have with other clients in the past, things that have worked well, structuring transactions appropriately, so that way the long-term success of both the bank and the client can be met.
Apply now to qualify for the SABRE Award, a $500 per year scholarship at Marian University. Be admitted by January 1st and receive a $2,000 scholarship towards your degree. The SABRE Award is granted in addition to other scholarships, awards, and discounts. 100% of Marian University students receive financial assistance. College is affordable. Apply now at marianuniversity.edu/apply.
Hey, I'm Jeff Cornelli. I'm the owner of Tavern on the Avenue, Bob's on the Avenue, Just Love Coffee on the Avenue. Just Love Coffee is a franchise out of Nashville, Tennessee. We actually interviewed 30 different people, and these people are above and beyond better than anybody else. 90% of the money that is made in the coffee shop is donated to charities. There's nothing in Fond du Lac like this business. It's very upscale, it's family oriented. We got kids games, the kids can play their games, the families can come here at birthday parties and have coffee at the same time.
Welcome back here to Hutter Gymnasium. Glad to have you along this evening. Jordan King with you. Final score here tonight, Springs 80, Oakfield 34. Oakfield moves to 18-2 on the season, 11-1 in the flyway. This was a non-conference game. And Oakfield drops to 12-7 on the year, 5-5. They are in the Trailways East, and they'll go back to that. And coming up next for the Ledgers, they have Waupun coming up as their next game. This is the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? We can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank. Fox Valley Savings Bank. And we'll give you the final stats here tonight, and then we'll have our play of the game, player of the game, and our next game broadcast all coming up in just a couple of minutes. For the Ledgers, 1 point for Davis Dirks, and I'm not trying to misconstrue this into the fact that maybe Oakfield wins the game, but I think it would have been a different outcome had the Oaks leading scorer been able to go the entire night. He left about two-thirds of the way through that first half with an injury. He had 1 point from the free throw line. 2 points for Weston Bass tonight, 5 for Bailey Shep, 7 points for Mitchell Moser, 9 for Lucas Meredith, and the leading scorer for the Oaks was Luke Bile. He finished with 10. For the Ledgers, they got 2 points from Sam Kuhn, 2 points from Frankie Everson, 2 from Ben McGuire, 2 points from Aaron Miller, 5 for Sam Baker, 7 for Ben Anderson, 11 for Josiah Mowell, 14 to lead it tonight for Lucas Ramaker, a couple points for John Kuhn, and for Gavin Jans, he had 12. and Noah Mowell closed out the scoring with 11. Those are the scores for St. Mary's Springs there tonight. Start out with the BCI Burke play of the game. BCI Burke now hiring in different departments and shifts. Log on burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com for more. And I don't necessarily know in a 80-34 game if you pick out one particular play, but certainly the defensive side of the court was tremendous for the Ledgers tonight. They switched defenses a lot in that first half, kept Oakfield off balance, and it worked. The Oaks only scored 18 points there in that first half, and even did a better job in the second half, with Oakfield only scoring 16 for that final score of 34. So it was a very nice job tonight on the defensive side for the Ledgers, and we'll call that our BCI Burke play of the game. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have our Marian University player of the game as well as our next game broadcast. All of that coming up next. Stay with us here on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Hi, my name is Jim Dryfrist. I am one of the owners of Dufresne Moving and Storage. My grandfather started the business in 1931 with horse and wagon, and now we're a fourth-generation company and have everything from Sprinter vans to 53-foot semis. We service the local community for both residential and commercial products.
Hi, my name is Craig. I do the estimating for Dufresne Moving and Storage. I will come into the home, take a look at what you want us to move. We do all 48 states. We also do local, and I will give you the estimate before I leave. Whether it's commercial or residential, you'll have a ballpark idea of what the move will cost. We also offer short-term storage with our storage on truck option. We also have long-term storage with our climate-controlled vault system. One of the unique characteristics of Dufresne is we have a dedicated permanent staff that's willing to go that extra mile for you. Call the office, the girls set me up with an estimate, and I'll be knocking on your door.
Auto body technicians and painters say yes to best. Enjoy the rewards of our ultra-competitive compensation package, generous signing bonus, and the satisfaction of combining your talents with Holiday's new bustling collision and glass center, featuring the latest state-of-the-art tools, technology, lighting,
and air conditioning.
Really cool.
Plus support teams to help keep you, your craft, and career moving forward.
Come join our terrific team. You'll be glad you did.
Text the word career to the number shown to arrange a confidential conversation or visit our website.
The greatest gift a parent can give their children is hope for a better tomorrow. We offer that Christian hope at Winnebago Lutheran Academy. WLA is a premier Christian high school open to the Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, and surrounding communities. We participate in the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program and offer generous financial aid, making this private Christian education accessible to all. Schedule a tour today at WLAVikings.org.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are two reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Winfield Homes is a locally owned, custom home building company of over 25 years that prides itself on great service, high quality, and providing the best building experience possible. Owners Jim Boudry and Jason Zellner are there for you every step of the way to ensure that your new home is built just the way you've dreamed it to be. With the same passion that they have for their clients' homes, Jim and Jason are proud supporters of and are personally involved in youth sports programs and are truly committed to their success. Winfield Homes wishes you all the best of luck this season.
Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show rolls on here from Springs on the Quest Interior scoreboard. It was an 80-34 win for the Ledgers. They moved to 18-2, and Oakfield drops to 12-7 on the season. The Marian University player of the game. Marian University has many different programs to choose from. Log on marianuniversity.edu to get started today. We could just throw out Lucas Ramaker. He was the leading scorer tonight. I'll tell you what, though, this starting five for the Ledgers is, and like I said, they go about 8 or 9 deep of incredibly talented players that would probably start on most teams in the Flyway Conference. But Josiah Mowell, Lucas Ramaker, Sam Kuhn, Noah Mowell, and Gavin Jans, you're looking at 5 players that can light it up. And all of them were into double figures here tonight. 10 for Kuhn, 11 for both Mowell boys. Josiah and Noah Mowell both had 11. And then Gavin Jans with 12 and 14 for Lucas Ramaker to lead it. So we'll give it to Lucas Ramaker, but I think it's really hard to decipher most nights who the player of the game is for these ledgers. It's could be anyone that appears in that starting 5 for St. Mary's Springs. That's your Marian University player of the game. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter what type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Our next broadcast here on Radio Plus Info comes up on Tuesday, the 14th. Hortonville at Fondy boys basketball as Fondy looks to potentially lock up a FVA conference championship, first time in something like 20-some years for Fondy, and having a really nice season this season and looking to lock that up. They're ranked in Division I. And then on the Thursday the 16th, Stoughton at Springs Hockey comes up here on RadioPlusInfo.com. So join us for that. If you just hit the subscribe button, you'll get all of our next game broadcasts here on RP Video Sports. So we're going to wrap up the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Today's game has been brought to you in part by these Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors, Robert Bruce, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, they're making sense of investing. Final score here tonight, Springs 80, Oakfield 34. Springs starters were all in double figures. I'm Jordan King saying so long. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to the great crew here with me here at Springs. Had a blast up here on the ledge, and you've been watching Springs Oakfield here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Good night.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Muthig Industries and Fond du Lac would like to wish your local high school sports team best of luck this season. Muthig Industries is one of the area's top full-service manufacturers of precision metal stampings, laser cuttings, production machining and turning, tool and die manufacturing, and custom metal fabrication products. Muthig Industries is a third-generation family-owned company that started in 1965. To find out more, visit muthigindustries.com. Good luck to all area athletes from your team at Muthig Industries, 33 East Larson Drive, Fond du Lac.
Condex Corporation in Lomira is a proud manufacturer of cutting parts for the agriculture and lawn and turf industry. Condex is currently looking to add to their second and third shifts in various roles: assembler, machine operator, and CNC operator. See for yourself what it's like to work in a company that's focused on innovation and continuous improvement. Condex offers a great work environment, including a climate-controlled manufacturing facility. Condex Corporation, 1500 Technology Drive in Lomira. Apply online today at Condex.com.
Apply now to qualify for the Sabre Award, a $500 per year scholarship at Marian University. Be admitted by January 1st and receive a $2,000 scholarship towards your degree. The Sabre Award is granted in addition to other scholarships, awards, and discounts. 100% of Marian University students receive financial assistance. College is affordable. Apply now at marianuniversity.edu/apply.
The greatest gift a parent can give their children is hope for a better tomorrow. We offer that Christian hope at Winnebago Lutheran Academy. WLA is a premier Christian high school open to the Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, and surrounding communities. We participate in the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program and offer generous financial aid, making this private Christian education accessible to all. Schedule a tour today at WLAVikings.org.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners:
Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic,
Bondi Family Dental, Baker Cheese, Right Way Home Improvement,
Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive,
Taco Bell, Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal Oil and Propane,
Pioneer Pit Stop, The Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch, Everson and Gibbs, Attorneys at Law,
National Exchange Bank and Trust, LK Interior Systems, Silica for your home,
Radom and Stone Landscape, Bob's Pizza,
AirTech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal,
Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Canberra Casino,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Marchant Schmidt, New Medical Center,
Condex Corporation, Fox Valley Savings Bank, BCI Burke, Marion University, Muthig Industries, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Winfield Custom Homes.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com.